We are tracking history being made this week. The criminal trial of former President Donald Trump slated to begin tomorrow in New York City, where Trump is accused of using hush money payments to hide an affair with adult film star Stormy Daniels. Now, with Monday's proceedings, Trump will become the first ever former American president on trial in criminal court. And he spent the weekend pleading his case for stopping the trial altogether. NewsNation's Emily Finn tracking this for us. Emily, what is Trump saying about this?
Natasha, the former president hosted a campaign rally in Pennsylvania this weekend, taking aim at the legal process playing out in New York City ahead of Monday's start to his criminal hush money trial. He's been ramping up those attacks on the prosecution and District Attorney Alvin Bragg in the final days before he heads back to court.
On Monday in New York City, I will be forced to sit fully gagged. I'm not allowed to talk. Can you believe it? They want to take away my constitutional right to talk. I have a crooked judge.
Former President Trump railed against his upcoming New York City trial at his last campaign rally before his first criminal trial begins. Trump has said he plans to spend his days in court and his nights on the campaign trail as he continues his bid for another term in the White House. Earlier in the week at Mar-a-Lago, he called the trial a scam.
I'm testifying. I tell the truth. I mean, all I can do is tell the truth. And the truth is that there's no case. And it's very bad for New York, and it's very bad for the judicial system in New York.
Trump is facing 34 felony counts of falsifying business records, charges that he denies. It's all in connection to alleged falsified records covering up hush money payments to porn actress Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal, who both claim they had sex with Trump before he was elected president back in 2016. Potential witnesses for the prosecution include both of those women, as well as former Trump campaign aides. But Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, the man who says he paid Daniels on Trump's behalf and was convicted and sentenced to 3 years in prison for lying in court, is expected to be a star witness in the New York City trial. Speaking with Political over the weekend, Cohen said he thinks the prosecution has a solid case to convict the former president.
If it wasn't, I assure you and your listeners that Alvin Bragg and his team of prosecutors would never have brought this case.
Do you think we'll be surprised by some of the corroborating evidence?
I do.
But Trump took aim at Cohen in a series of posts on his Truth Social account, with legal analysts saying his comments could be in violation of his gag order in the case.
Have a good time watching.
Trump's trial in New York could last until June and could postpone his other legal proceedings. The former president's lawyers have already asked to delay the classified documents case in Florida to give his defense team proper time to prepare for each case, Natasha.
Okay, Emily Finn tracking that for us. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.